यत्रास्ति भोगो न च तत्र मोक्षो, यत्रास्ति मोक्षो न च तत्र भोगः। श्री सुंदरी सेवनम तत्पराणाम भोगश्च मोक्षश्च करस्थ एवा। Every book, every teacher, every system, every religion has been teaching us, if you want liberation, forget about the enjoyment in your life. That is the first condition to attain something in the spiritual field. But Shri Sevanam, all those who has taken the path of Shri Sundari, Tripur Sundari, the Shri Vidya in their hands is both the things, Bhoga and Moksha. Otherwise, every other things starts talking about, in case you want a spiritual development, leave the world. If you want to enjoy the world, leave the spirituality. But here in Tantra we talk about enjoy your life without getting attached to it. Enjoy everything, but do not get attached to it, and what you attain all the enjoyment of your life, and also attain enlightenment and liberation. Now, how do we do that? It's a very important thing to understand, and that you can call it stages of Tantra, and some people also call it stages of enlightenment, because Tantra is nothing but enlightenment. Tantra has also two things in it. The spiritual development has always two aspects attached to it. Number one in which you want to attain petty things for yourself. Something, performing this ritual, performing the other ritual, performing the third ritual for this purpose, for this purpose, for this purpose. This is one part. And the second part is working for enlightenment and allowing everything to come to you, whatever nature want, whatever divine self want. And that is why we say that devotion is must. The first condition of attaining everything in your life, including the enjoyment and enlightenment, is being detached and being devoted to your Sri Vidya, being devoted to Tripur Sundari, being devoted to your Ishta. Now, whenever a desire arises within us, that wonderful desire that we want to attain something in the direction of spirituality, that desire has a great role to play. And from this desire, anything you want to attain in your life, the first step of attaining is to make a decision. And whenever I say, or whenever Gurus has said, it is difficult to understand how can we attain everything by making a decision. But Nothing in our life is more important than making a decision. The moment you make a decision, there are only two possibilities left. You will succeed or you will fail. But till you make the decision, there is only one possibility that you will not succeed. You don't know what to do. You don't know where to go. And therefore, making decision is the most important stage of your spiritual development. Having made the decision, what comes the second thing? You start looking for someone who can guide you on this beautiful path. And in that search, you meet one person, second person, sometimes you talk to your mother, father, surroundings, teachers. And finally, you reach to your spiritual teacher called Guru. When you reach your spiritual teacher, he sometimes accepts you as his disciples and sometimes he doesn't accept you as your disciple. Then, if he accepts it, well and good. If not, keep insisting till you are able to become the disciple of your Guru. And before then that, we must identify whether this Guru will be able to guide us or not. And if you are able to reach to the person, sit down there. If your heart gets the cooling effect, if your heart desires to meet him or her again and again and again and again, then he is your Guru. And you can keep insisting him to initiate you. And there are many types of Diksha. Sambhavi Diksha, Gayatri Diksha. There are many types of Diksha. One Diksha is also taking you towards the Tantra. And Guru can give you a small Diksha to prepare yourself to reach to a stage, and the first stage of entering into Tantra is called Sakta Abhishek. Abhishek is a great thing by which you can attain everything in your life. And Sakta Abhishek is a system, it's a process in which Guru tries to connect you to a mantra of Shakti. He decides one of the Shakti for you and he connects you with that Shakti. And that is why it is called Sakta Abhishek. Sakt means Shakti. So it is connection with Shakti is called Sakta Abhishek, and Sakta Abhishek is the stage from where our journey to spirituality, to Tantra starts. Then, in reality, they are not different. We, the human beings, are master of dividing. Everybody has got a qualification. Whatever you have studied, immaterial of that, all of the human being has one quality, and that is they are master of dividing. MD. Everybody is MD, master of dividing. How can you divide? We divide into women and men. We divide into this country and that country, Gujarati and Hindi. We divide into African, European. And that was not enough. Further divisions are there. The latest division is also going on, vaccinated and non-vaccinated. So we, the human beings, are master of dividing. And therefore the whole Tantra has also been divided into several parts. But in reality, it's one, and the purpose of everything of this is to attain enlightenment. So when Sakta Abhishek takes place, Guru starts teaching you. Panch Makar also comes in the picture. And a talk about unification of feminine and masculine comes in. There is one unification of feminine and masculine in the outside world where the male and female meets. But you have to understand the in-depth meaning of these words, these sentences. The in-depth meaning is that there are two aspects present within you. One is called feminine, another is called masculine. Okay. One is present in the root chakra, another is present into Agya chakra. And in case we can unify these two, become Ardhanarishwara. And when unification takes place, Ida and Pingala becomes Susubna, becomes one. And this unification in Tantra has been written everywhere as Maithuna. And our things should always be to unify feminine and masculine present within you. And how can we do that? We can do it by practicing mantras, by doing yogas, by doing mudras, by doing several spiritual tools. One very important thing here is that we all understand, we all talk about where is God? Everywhere. Where is God present? He is present everywhere. And where is He really present? Then all of us has different meanings, different understandings. If you understand that God is present everywhere in everything, then how can things be good and bad? How can something be good and something be bad? And one person came to me. I said, where is God? He said, everywhere. I said, okay. Then He must be present also in your poop. He became upset and angry with me. But that is what ignorance is. We think God is present in the priest. We think He is present in the temple. We think He is present into church. We think that there is a particular pious place where God is present. But when we talk He is present everywhere. This is what the real wisdom of Tantra is. It starts probably with meditation. And that meditation is experiencing divine, experiencing God within you is meditation. Closing your eyes is not meditation. Meditation is experiencing the divine within you. And experiencing divine within others becomes love. It is also being said, love is God. But to understand this exactly, you have to go one step further and start experiencing divine in everything, in everyone, in every animals and every plant, in every living and non-living things, in every virus, in every bacteria, everywhere, in your hairs, in your poop, in your pee. In everything you define as good and everything you define as bad, God is present, because Sarvavyapi. The word Sarvavyapi itself means that He is everywhere. And Tantra starts teaching you that. And at the first stage of Tantra, what is more important is meditation and chanting. Mantra plays a very important role at the first step. And when you start doing the mantras, Guru sends you to different places. These places are called sadhan. He sends you, go and chant here, go and chant here, go and chant here. There are about 51 places where Guru can send you that you go and chant here. And if you are able to do 50% of that, it is sufficient. So, and this process is called sadhana. So, the moment Sakta Visek takes place, you start chanting, and by chanting what you do, you start memorizing the mantra, you start memorizing the dhyan mantra of your Ishta. How your Ishta is, you start conceptualizing. And then the second stage comes in, you are given different nyasas. What are those nyasas? Karnyas, Angnyas, Rishinias, Matrukanyas, Sodhanyas. These are the nyasas which you come across. And why nyasas are necessary? Because divine can only be attained by becoming divine. Therefore, you try to connect every cell of body, every tissue of your body, every chakra of your body, every part of your body by these nyasas. And after this you start doing Matruka Nyasa. Matruka Nyasa is all the sound vibrations present in the universe is Matruka Nyasa. And you try to connect all the vibrations of the universe in you. Why? Because the whole universe is within you. And therefore, understanding that whole universe is within you is a very important factor to move on spiritual development. So, to become divine, you start doing all types of nyasas. Okay. And if you want to know how many types of nyasas are there, the process starts with vinyog. Then there is a first nyasa called Rishinias. Second is called Karnyas. Third is called Angnyas, Hridayadinyas. Fourth is called Vyapaknyas. Fifth is called Matrukanyas. Sixth is called Sodhanyas. And after doing these nyasas, you are becoming ready within yourself to receive the divine. Tomorrow, if the divine comes and starts sitting in your heart, you will not be able to receive it. God is always present. Source is always present with you. You have to prepare yourself to receive him or receive her in your heart. So in Sakta Visek, you are being made divine. That is the purpose of Sakta Visek. The second process, after having done all the sadhan, after your Kundalini started rising, after you have broken your Brahma Granthi, you have broken your Narayan Granthi, then what happens? Energy moves upward to your Agya Chakra and breaks your Rudra Granthi also. Up till here, Ist is there. You are always involved with the Ist. Bhedan is not there. Ist is there. Mantras are there. Everything what you are doing, you are always doing with the mantras. Even when you are doing dhyana, when you are doing meditation, there also mantra. Pranayama, there also mantra. There is no process in which mantra is not involved, and therefore Sakta Visek is the process full of mantras. Everywhere is the mantra. And when you complete in mantras, then a process is given to you, and that is called Purna Visek. What is Purna Visek? Some people call it also enlightenment. And what is the difference? How is the ordinary person and how is the person after Purna Visek? We have ego in our life. And there is a saying or little misunderstanding that enlightened people doesn't have ego. Ego is of two types. Mithya Ahankar, Saswat Ahankar. What is Mithya Ahankar? Ego about your achievements is Mithya Ahankar. Ego about your body is Mithya Ahankar. Ego about your beauty is Mithya Ahankar. Ego about your beautiful hairs is Mithya Ahankar. Why? Because everything is perishable. So if we have got ego about perishable, it's a state of non-enlightenment. Saswat ego, whatever you are, there can be an ego about that also. When ego is gross, it is called mithya. When ego becomes subtle, it is called saswat. So enlightenment is a state where ego becomes saswat. And you attain the completeness in your Ishta. Purna Abhishek is performed on you. Abhishek is putting the water on you. Putting the water. And in Purna Abhishek, about 33 times, with the 33 different energies, water is put on us with a nice leaves. Mostly mango leaves are being used, but any leaf can be used. And Purna Abhishek is the state in which one mantra gets over, and then you are allowed to use any mantra. Till that time, if you were trying to do this, then unless you become complete, you are not allowed to use any mantra. You you are always with your Ist mantra. But Purnabhishek is a state in which you can now use any mantra. Most people in Tantra stops here. They start enjoying their life, they start enjoying their Saswat nature. Saswat ego is present, energy is in their hands, siddhis are present, or you have gone little beyond your siddhis, but you can still utilize them. And life appears very beautiful here. And if you don't want to move ahead, then here every divine energy you can invite, every divine energy you can talk to, have nice experiences and so on and so on and so on. And this is the second stage of Tantra, second stage of things. The third stage is called Kramabhisek. From here, Bhedan starts taking place. And Kramabhisek, 3 Mahavidyas of starting, Kali, Tara, Sodasi. Whatever your Ist was, irrespective of your Ist, you always go ahead with these Mahavidyas and Bhedan of Mahasunya. So, and then by doing the Kramabhisek, you start a new process. And in Tantra circle where the real people are, they say that our real journey starts from Purnabhisek. When one of our Ist is there within us, then our real journey starts. And that is the second stage. Third stage is Kramabhisek. Fourth is called Rajyabhisek. Fifth is called Samrajyabhisek. Sixth is called Mahasamrajyabhisek. So, and Mahasamrajyabhisek is nothing else to be achieved in our life. After that, also it doesn't end. There is a misunderstanding again, I would like to tell you, that you have achieved this and it's all got over. Guruji, you achieved liberation and now you must be enjoying. No. No. You are processing it. After you achieved your enlightenment, enlightenment doesn't happen that it happened like this. Then you start processing it. It takes time to process it also. Liberation also has to be processed so that everything, your thinking, your mind has to get involved. I would like to tell you, at this stage of liberation, puja is not needed, mantras are not needed. Nothing is needed. But liberated people also start doing mantras sometimes. They can think and that can happen. But understanding that you can think and it can happen takes time. You have to process it. You have to process everything what is happening in yourself. So Mahasamrajyabhisek is a very beautiful thing. And after that, the real thing starts once again. And that is called Nirvana. What is Nirvana? Nirvana is the addition of Sambhava and Turiya. Turiya is being considered feminine and Sambhava is considered masculine. And these two things added together forms Nirvana for us. Nirvana is when nothing left in your mind, when nothing really matters to you at all, when you have completed this cycle of death and birth, when there is no further deaths remaining, when everything gets completed. Enlightenment, you are not affected. Things are happening to you. You are not affected. That doesn't mean Ram and Bali had a relationship. In another life, Krishna and Valia has a relationship. They are same souls. Whatever he did, the other person did opposite to it. So enlightenment, karma is happening. You are not affected by karma. Stage of liberation is karma is not happening. You are not attached to anything. And they are not happening. A state of doing totally disappears. What remains is only a state of being. Even after attaining nirvana, somebody can think that nirvana is the greatest stage, and it is. It's not doubted. So what is nirvana? Tree is cut, tree is finished, and you have burnt it also. Still, there could be a root somewhere, and that root can start rising up again after 10,000 years. So you remain liberated for 10,000 years, and in 10,000 years, 10,000 first year, something started growing again, and life cycle can again start. So after attaining nirvana, there is another process what starts now, and it is called Mahanirvana. When the roots also get burnt. Roots also gets burnt, and Mahanirvana is attained by unification of Mahasambhava and Mahaturiya. That is the last stage. So after liberation also, the process goes on. You may realize that the Guruji is not doing anything. Guruji may not be coming to puja place, but something is continuously going on in Guruji even after attaining liberation. It's not complete, because Mahanirvana is the last stage, and from Nirvana to Mahanirvana, the journey keeps going on till you have your body. When body finishes, and body finishes is one thing, body finishes along with the all desires, all the result of desires. Mind, when there is nothing left in mind, then mind along with desires gets dissolved into life soul, and life soul gets dissolved into source. And then that root is also not present. The root also totally diminishes. Up till Mahasamrajya, your gurus helps you. Samraj is something what can be given. Purna is something what can be given. Sakt is something what can be given. Raj is something can be given. Samraj is something can be given. Mahasamraj is something can be given. Nirvana cannot be given. No. From here onwards, it's your journey. And there is no one to assist and help you. These were the beautiful stages of Tantra. You can also call them stages of enlightenment, but they are exactly not the stages of enlightenment. These are the whole stages you pass through in your spiritual journey. And I wish that there comes a desire, there comes a decision in ourselves to start the journey and complete it. Thank you so much.